So we're reading from Brahma Vaivarta Purana, which gives a summary of Ram Leela in chapter 62. Narada Muni is describing. And he kind of summarized different pastimes. Like he says, when did Ram redeem Ahalya? In which yuga did he do so, and in which place? So he wants to know about Ahalya. Who's Ahalya?
Wife of
Akshay Muni. Ahalya, she became a stone or something like that. It goes on. It goes to Marisha. There it goes on. So he wants to hear the story about Ramchandra in summary. So Narada's asking Narayan, I guess, I'm not so confused. Says, Narayan said, at the request of Brahma, Narayan described the story of Ram Avatar in Treta Yuga, who was born as the son of who? Whom? Dasarath, King Dasarath and Kaushalya. Why was he called Dasarath?
10 chariots.
He was a very powerful Kshatriya. He could fight with 10 charioteers at a time. So he became Dasarath. That's in some other extended Ramayana to describe all this stuff. And then he said that with the influence of Vishwamitra Muni, Ram visited Mithila with Lakshman and accepted the hand of Sita in marriage. What's another name for Sita?
Janaki.
Why is she called Janaki?
She's daughter of Janaka Maharaj.
Janaka Maharaj. Krishna says in Gita, among kings I am Janaka or something?
Not kings, is Yadid Acharati Sreshta. That time is should be like Janaka Maharaj.
Yadid Acharati Sreshta Satadeva, like Maharaj.
No, there's some statement in Gita,
Yes,
the Vibhuti chapter. Among kings I am Janaka or something like that. Chapter 7, chapter 11.
No, chapter 10.
No.
Chapter 3.
In chapter 3 he says like one should be like Janaka Maharaj.
In a verse.
Yes.
What verse?
Next, Yadid Acharati Sreshta.
Oh,
After that he
that's
says.
Okay, so it's 3:11, what?
Like that. Sreshta it compares to Janaka Maharaj.
Okay, so her father Sita was an ideal human being, an ideal Kshatriya. So as he was going with Sita Devi, his new wife, along the road, he saw a rock. Inside the rock was a girl. She was a rocker. She's always a rock and roll like it. He saw inside the rock, he understood who it was. So, Vishwamitra Muni narrated the story to Ram about how Ahalya became a stone. So then, as we're hearing this story from Vishwamitra Muni, Ramchandra touched the rock with his toe. What happened?
Turned into Ahalya.
So, that's a good trick. Turn a rock into a woman. So you understand the origin of women is rock. So that's why they're so hard. It takes Ramchandra to make a human being again. If your wife is becoming hard on you like a rock, they have to chant Ram Nam. They turn her back into a humble woman. Interesting story. So she became a beautiful woman and gave us that rocking scene, rocking. She rocked out. So and she gave a blessing to Ramachandra. And she went to meet her husband. Her husband's name is Gautam Rishi. Many people in India, they're in Gautam Gotra. Your name is Gautam.
Yeah, not.
Just by chance.
No,
Your
yes.
name is Gautam Rishi. That's good. Gautam became Govinda. Go was there. Gautama. Now he's Govinda. So then Ram reached until he broke the bow. I guess he was on the way to get married. He wasn't. He was just traveling with Vishwamitra, Muni Ramchandra, and he saw this rock on the road. And Vishwamitra told him what was going on, and he should touch the rock with his toe. So he touched the rock, and out came the wife of Gautam Rishi, whose name is Ahalya. Ahalya. So when he got to marry Sita, Janak, the father of Sita, had a bow. Who gave him that bow?
Lord Shiva.
Why did he get the bow? How he got the bow? Shiva just goes around and gives out bows for a year or what?
I might have pleased with Janak Maharaj and given it.
So yeah, that Janak Rishi had a big bow. How many people took to lift the bow?
Only Sita one. Normally, I don't know.
Hundreds.
Took 300 soldiers to lift the bow. And it was being worshipped on an altar. And there was a Swayamvara arrangement that Janak Rishi said, I'll give my daughters any prince or king who can lift this bow and string it. So different guys came there, like Ravana. So Ravana has a long time envy of Ramchandra. Sometimes it's like that in the temple also. People are envious for a long time. So why was Ravana envious?
Because Ram one day Swayamvara.
Because Ravana lifted the bow. He went to string it, and the string broke and hit him in the head.
And Sita laughed.
And Sita laughed. That's bad news for Ravana. He said, I'll get back. So then Ramchandra just picked up the bow like a piece of grass. And when he went to string it, broke in half, made a big noise, and it cracked the brain of Ravana. So this was, revenge came inside Ravana's mind. So he won Sita's hand by breaking the bow. Shows you how tough women can be. You have to be able to break a bow, she would win a wife. And Ram shattered the pride of Parasuram and faithfully performed the welfare sports, moved on to the city of Ayodhya. So when did Ramchandra meet Parasuram?
That time when he broke Parasuram, okay, because Parasuram became very angry. Why it is so worshipable thing, how one can break it, a human being can break it.
Parasuram became angry at Ramchandra for breaking Shiva's bow.
Yeah, yes.
He thought it was disrespectful and like a Vaishnav Ninda. It was an offense to Shiva, break his bow like a piece of bamboo stick or something. So then he came to fight him. He said he's a bogus Kshatriya. So Ramchandra has seen the movies. Ramchandra put his hand out. And all of a sudden he came, and Parasuram came up. You see in the movie for a while. They fight, they square out to fight, and Ramchandra puts his hand up like that, and all the Shakti goes out of Parasuram. He becomes like 98-pound weakling, you know.
Did that really happen?
Something like that.
You said the movie, so then I got confused.
There's a movie, they had a showdown. You know what happened?
Yes, that only good. Parasuram understood that now I have to retire, now I have to go because Ramchandra came, Yuga Avatar, and he has to.
Yeah, Parasuram would kill all the Kshatriyas 21 times, and then he finished his work. Now is the time for good Kshatriyas to come and establish the rule of the Vedic Dharma, religious Dharma. So they're working as a tandem, tag team. First Parasuram came and eliminated all the bad guys, Dharma. Then Ramchandra came and he established Dharma and favored the good guys. So Parasuram didn't have any job anymore, so he said, okay, you take over, I'm going to go sleep. So Parasuram went to crazy to go sleep. No, he went, you know, to Vaikuntha Road. Huh?
Mahindra Parvat.
Went to Mahindra Parvat. Just went to sleep or whatever. Like Mushakunda. Went to the mountains. So then, he moved to came back to Ayodhya. King Dasara wanted to enthrone Rama as the king. And he collected water from 7 holy places. And all the sages were invited. An Adivas ceremony was arranged, but then the mother of Bharat, the stepbrother, cousin brother of Ramchandra, his mother's Kaikeyi. She was one of the wives of Dasarath. How many wives did Dasarath have?
Three main principal, but many wives.
He had 360 wives.
Yeah, 3 main.
You're complaining about one. A wife a day keeps the doctor away. Something like that. One, that's about it. That's about all, as long as they can take each other. You know. Wife can stand a husband for one day, husband can stand a wife for one day. Hi, bye. So he had 360 wives, and 3 of them, Kaushalya, Kaikeyi, and
Sumitra.
Sumitra. These 3 wives were the main ones. So this wife, Kaikeyi, she had some boons and benedictions that were previously given to her by Dasarath, her husband. He said, I'll fulfill your wishes in the future. So she said, listen, my wish is that my son becomes king and Ram goes to the forest. So Dasarath had great love for Ramchandra. He was reluctant to grant the boons. But Ram knew the Shastra and Dharma, and he insisted on his father to be truthful to his vow, his promise. So this is straight to you, it's not Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga, you make 100 promises today and break them tomorrow. That's standard, that's permitted. But straight to you, a promise was like life or death. Then Ramchandra preaches about the punya and the value of doing something, of the result of doing good deeds. He said, the punya fall, the good deeds that one does by making a step well is equal to building 100 lakes. And he built 10 step wells to get the punya of giving a girl away in marriage, kanyadan. And all this is one thing's better than the other. The punya follow the good result you get by looking at the face of 100 sons. One gets more merit by being truthful. There's no greater dharma than truth. Satyam Param Dharma. There's no greater sin than being liar. There's no devas are greater than Krishna. This is Ramchandra. I don't know if everybody's going to agree with that. That's Ramchandra. There's no relative greater than Dharma. There's no wealth greater than Dharma. There's nothing in the universe more dear than Dharma. Thus make all efforts to protect your Dharma. O Father, by protecting one's Dharma, one achieves glory, good name, fame, praise, and honor. Therefore, in order to protect the truthfulness of your words, King Dasharatha, I will go to the forest for 14 years. I'll take the oath of truthfulness. Thus speaking, Ramchandra dressed in tree bark. That's pretty opulent. Tree bark. He wore jata, matted locks. He went with Lakshman, went to the forest. As a result of grief, and King Dasharatha gave up his life in separation from Ram. Ram started wandering in the forest. One day, he met Shriparnika. Who is Shriparnika? Who?
Ravana's sister. Ravana's sister.
Sister Ravana. Was she cute?
No.
No.
No way.
What?
Cute was on the other side of the planet.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that comment. She was very beautiful. And she was infatuated and when she saw Ram, and she fainted. He saw so handsome guy she paid. She was intoxicated, youthful, and well versed in love sports. She was smiling. She went to Ram and said, "Oh, you have a dark complexion. You possess all virtues." She's getting excited. "Please accept me in this secluded forest. I am infatuated with love for you." Okay. Oh, Nard, the extreme religious Ram became frightened of the curse. Keeping in mind Dharma spoke very sweet words. Ram said, "Oh, Mataji." I'm here with my wife. Therefore, go to my younger brother, who's not married at present. If a husband gets attracted towards another woman in the presence of his wife, it becomes quite painful. Therefore, go to Lakshman. So what did Shapurnika do?
Went to Lakshman.
Went to Lakshman and glanced at Lakshman, who was quite peaceful, handsome, had all auspicious symbols. She requested him and said, "Listen, O virtuous one, please enjoy with me." Lakshman said, "You fool. Why do you want to live with a servant like me, leaving aside Ram, who is the god of all gods? I'm a slave of Sita. Therefore, go to Ram, who is my lord. Become a co-wife of Sita. O chaste lady, if I will become like your son, I will remain like that." And hearing the words of Lakshman, the passionate Supurnika felt hard in her mind, and her throat and her lips dried up. Then the foolish demons told Lakshman. Supurnika said, "O foolish one, I've arrived here of my own will. If you disown me in spite of that, you will face great misery." There is no doubt about it. Daksha had to carry the head of a goat because he was the curse of Ramba. Because of the curse of Urvasi, the Aswini Kumaras were deprived of their share in yajnas. O Lakshman, because of the curse of Mena, Kubera became ugly. So he has a lot of money, but he's ugly. Kubera is the treasurer of the Devas. So you can't have everything. Some people have money and good looks also. Because of the curse of Gritachi, Kamadi was reduced by ashes by Shiva. Because of the curse of Mandalasa, Bali became dethroned. Because of the curse of Mishrakeshi, Tara, the wife of Brihaspati, was kidnapped. Similar with my curse, the wife of Ram will be kidnapped. You guys are messing with the wrong girl. It says in the Vedas, if a passionate youthful wife comes to a person, she should never be disappointed. By doing so, we'll meet with misery in the present life and go to hell in the next life. And hearing the words of Supurnika, Lakshman took out a dagger and cut off her nose. Wow, that's pretty brutal. Thereafter, the brother of Supurnika, named Kara, Dushana, they fought with Ram, but they were killed, went to heaven. The 14,000 demons attacked. They also went to heaven. Supurnika went home to Lanka and told the whole story to Ravana. Thereafter, Supurnika went to Pushkar Kshetra. Where's Pushkar? Rajasthan, right down the road from here. What did she do?
Tapasya.
She did tapasya to get a blessing from Brahma. Brahma came there understanding her mentality and said, "You're doing yajna to achieve Ram or Lakshman as your husband. But I have no power over them. I can't do anything. Oh, beautiful one, I tell you what I'll do for you. And next time around, you'll get them as your husband next birth." So what is her next birth?
Kubja.
Kubja. So she got Krishna as her boyfriend in Mathura. So Brahma's a good guy, huh?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So Brahma happily went back to Brahmaloka and Saparnika jumped in the fire. Without a nose and ears. There's no dermatology there, no plastic surgery. Could get nose job. So, hurrying for Saparnika, Ravana became bewildered and very angry, so he kidnapped Sita. When Ram came back, he found Sita missing. He fainted for a long time. His younger brother brought him back to his senses, Lakshman. Then Lakshman and Ram started searching for Sita. Through the day and night, the forests, mountain caves, rivers, everywhere. They were filled with grief. They made friends with a monkey, Sugriva. So, to keep his vow of his word to Sugriva, Ram killed who?
Vali.
Why he killed Bali? Bali is a monkey. Bali, not Babaji Maharaj. Bali. Why?
Because
Bali kidnapped Sugriva's wife.
Tara.
Huh?
Sugriva's wife Tara.
Tara. And took his kingdom also?
Yeah, he sent him away from the king. Not to say he wants to kill him basically, so he's hiding.
That's right. So Bali is pretty powerful monkey, and Sugriva is hiding from him and lamenting an absence of his wife.
Vali has actually a boon that whoever comes in front of him, his power will take.
Bali has a boon. Anybody comes in front of him, he takes their power.
Half of the power.
Half their power.
So that's why Lord Ramchandra shot from the camera.
Uh,
He cannot go in front with.
that's pretty interesting. Ram killed Bali with an arrow and made Sugriva the king of Kishikinda. So he's the king of the monkeys, Sugriva. He sent his messenger monkeys everywhere looking for Sita. And then Hanuman came on the scene, and Ram gave a beautiful ring to Hanuman and a message for Sita to stay alive. Thereafter, Ram embraced Hanuman lovingly and gave the dust of his feet and sent him south. Hanuman was born as an Amsha of Rudra. Receiving a message from Ram, he traveled to Lanka searching for Sita. So What's the similarity between Shiva and Hanuman?
Shiva is Hanuman. Hanuman is Shiva. Reincarnation.
Hanuman is Namsha of Ramchandra, and Shiva is Namsha of Krishna, Vishnu. That's why there's Panchamukhi Hanuman and Panchamukhi Shiva, 4 forms. And what are the forms of Hanuman?
Varahadev, Nrsimhadev, Garuda, and
Hayagriva. Raj, Nrsimhadev, Hayagriva, Garuda, and Hanuman. It's Panchamukhi. And Panchamukhi Ram, Shiva is who? I don't know either. So all the options of Hanuman or Vishnu, are Ramchandra's expansions, basically. So, Hanuman went to Lanka and found Sita Devi in a Shokavan. She was very skinny and grieving. She was not eating any food. She looked like a crescent moon. Skinny moon. What was she doing?
cry.
She was crying the name of Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. And her hair was jata. She was always devoted to chanting the name of Ram day and night. She was very effulgent. Bowing in reverence to Sita Mata, Hanuman found her crying. Then he handed over Ram's ring, and Hanuman started crying while looking at the feet of Sita. Then he conveyed the message of Ram. Ram told Sita he would come and save her. Hanuman told Ram and Lakshman are getting ready on the other side of the ocean in India. We're going to come here with monkey soldiers and free you from Ravana. Oh, Mataji, getting news from me about your presence here. Ram will build a bridge across the ocean. He'll kill Ravana and free you from bondage. By your grace, I will burn the city of Lanka to ashes. You will find this very delightful. So she's not living in the city, she's living outside in the forest. So she can watch the forest, watch the city burn. Oh, noble performer of Vratas, I look at Lanka like the child of a monkey. I consider the ocean like urine, the entire earth like a cup, Ravana and his demon army like a pile of ants. The half of Maharta, I will destroy them all playfully. This is Hanuman's boasting. Hanuman. Because of the words of Ram, I shall not indulge in wholesale killing right now. Oh, mistress, be cheerful. Discard all your fear. On hearing the words of the monkey, Hanuman, Sita started crying again and again, feeling panicky. Sita spoke to Hanuman. Ram is still alive. Is my Lord, is my Master, the son of Kaushalya, healthy. How could Ram be at the moment he must have grown weak. Ram is dearer to me than my life. What type of food is he eating? Is it a fact that Ram is residing on the other side of the ocean? Is it a fact that my master has resolved to come here? Does he still remember a sinful person like me? My master has to suffer immensely for my sake. Before, when we were together enjoying amorous pleasures, a garland, a flower garland on our necks would be considered an obstruction between us. But now there's a whole ocean between us. That's pretty romantic. That's really sweet. Before, when we were together, amorous delights, a flower garland would be an obstruction. Get out of the way, man. Now, there's an ocean 100 yojanas wide. The ocean is 8 miles, like 12, 15 kilometers. So, 1,500 mile wide ocean. Shall it be possible for me to have darshan? My master is beautiful, peaceful, quiet, religious, and chaste. Shall it be possible for me to once again serve the lotus feet of Ram? The life of a foolish woman who is deprived of seva to her husband is of no value. Is my Dharma Putra Lakshman all right? My husband always remains drowned in the ocean of grief. My husband is the best of warriors. He is like a deva himself. O sage, this is Narayan speaking to Narada. On hearing the words of Sita, Hanuman assured her that he would burn Lanka to ashes. Then Hanuman jumped back across the ocean to meet Ram. On meeting Ram, he conveyed all the news about Janaki. And hearing the news, Ram became emotional. Lakshman and Sugriva also became emotional and started crying. Then after all the monkeys started crying. Crying monkeys. Sounds like a name of a rock band or something. Crying. They got the army together, constructed a bridge across the ocean. So Ram had declared war on Ravana, killed Ravana, retrieved Sita, took Sita on a flower airplane, and came back to Ayodhya. Ram embraced Sita and Ayodhya and enjoyed love sports with her. Happy ending. And the pain of separation between them disappeared. Okay, that's good. Ram had 2 sons named what?
Love and Kush.
Love and Kush. So I have spoken to you in brief about the story of Ram, which is quite pleasant. It is full of truth and bestows salvation. So now you're all safe. We always say, Ramchandra ki jai. I'm quite a line of my books here. Different things. Since we're talking about Hanuman, one time Narada Muni had a question. He said, what devotee has received the greatest mercy of Krishna? Is it the Pandavas? Is it Prahlad Maharaj? Is it Lakshmi? Is it Hanuman? Who got the best mercy? Is it, oh, we got them all lined up. Is it Yadavas? Is it Uddhava? Is it Rukmini, Satyabhama, the Gopis, Radharani?
Radharani.
A squirrel or what?
Squirrel. I'm kind of guess.
Some,
It's an insect.
what is it? Wasp? And the yellow guy. You're a romantic wasp. There's a sting of anybody. So, Narada Muni went to Prahlad and glorified him as being a great devotee. He got the mercy of Nrsimhadev and all that. So what was Prahlad Maharaj's response?
Hanuman.
He said, I saw Vishnu once. It was just like a dream. But Hanuman is much more fortunate, got much more mercy than me. For 1,000 of years, he enjoyed serving Ramchandra, constantly without obstruction. So in Ramayana it says Hanuman stayed with Lord Ramchandra on earth how long?
Actually, Lord Ramchandra ruled for 10,000 years, Gurudev. Almost all years, Hanuman was there only.
Yeah, so it says here that Ramayana says Hanuman stayed with Ramchandra on earth for 11,000 years. Srimad Bhagavatam says that Hanuman directly served Ramchandra for 13,000 years. Ninth canto of Bhagavatam says, ninth canto of Bhagavatam, 11th chapter, verse 18 and 36 says, after Mother Sita entered the earth and gave up her body, Ramchandra observed celibacy and performed Agnihotra Yajna for 13,000 years. Hanuman remained with Ramchandra throughout this 13,000 year period. So the Bhagavatam says 13,000 years. So Prahlad glorifies Hanuman. He is the most powerful. The deities favored Hanuman with all kinds of benediction. One benediction, he became immune to old age and death. Became deathless and youthful. A unique strength. As soon as Hanuman was born, he saw the sun in the sky. He thought it was a ripe mango. So he went jumped up in the air to swallow the sun. What happened?
Indra threw his thunderbolt.
Indra threw his thunderbolt and broke his jaw, so he couldn't swallow the sun. And Hanuman's father, who's the father of Hanuman?
Vayudev.
Vayu, the wind god. He got angry, so he withheld all the air in the universe. No one could breathe. So everyone was choking up. Indra and Brahma And he went to Hanuman and gave him all kinds of benedictions and give us our breath back. So that's how I got all the benedictions and vows. Immortality, eternal youth, never die, all this stuff. He's a great hero and all this stuff. So Hanuman is and I say she's a baby, I heard that. Hanuman actually has a carrier, an airplane for Ramchandra. And his tail, what did he do with his tail?
Lanka Dahan. Umbrella.
His tail became an umbrella. Ramchandra sat on his back. He went. And his tail came up and shaded him. So it was a first class seat. So he's more fun to ride than Guru, I guess. The Guru doesn't have a tail. There's wings. There's more comfortable seating arrangement on Hanuman Airlines. And he delivered the healing herb for Lakshman, Sanjeevani Ras, and all that kind of stuff. So all about the glories of Hanuman. So how many forms of Hanuman are there? When Ramchandra went back, left this world, and went back to Vaikuntha, Ayodhya Dham in Vaikuntha, he told Hanuman to stay. Stay and look towards Lanka, in case the guys act up again. So this is called Dakshin Mukh Hanuman. Dakshin Mukh, Dakshin means south. Mukh means mouth. So another name of Dakshin Mukh Hanuman is Sankat Mochan. Sankat means obstacles, difficulties. Moksha means liberation, free from difficulties. So Hanuman was feeling neglected. Everybody in Ayodhya went back to the spiritual world except Hanuman. But Hanuman worships the deity of Ramchandra. So Hanuman has three forms. One form Hanuman is in Vaikuntha Ayodhya. One form is in Ayodhya in this world, looking towards south. Another form he lives in a planet called Kimpurusaloka. Kimpurusaloka is somewhere out there, some planet out there. And Hanuman's a big person there, I don't know. Kimpurusha. Because he himself is a Kimpurusha. Kim means what? Purusha means person. What kind of person is this? So when you see them, you say, is this a monkey? Or is this a human being? So it's called Kimpurusha. There's another planet, it's a heavenly planet. It's way up in heaven area. There's another heavenly planet called Kinnaraloka. Kinnara is Kinnara. Kin means what kind of Nara is this? What kind of human being is this? Nara means human being. Narari, half human, half lion. what kind of human being is it? It looks like a human being, got every hands like has wings, Kinnar. So Kim person, Kim, what kind of person is this? This is a monkey? He's walking on four, and sometimes stands up. He runs like a dog. You see monkeys, they run like a dog, they stand up. They grab 2 chairs each hand to walk. I remember I just ran down with her. I was living there. I was in the kitchen eating lunch. And the screen door was open, it wasn't, it was locked. And the monkey opened the screen door, there were some fruits there. And he walked in, and he took a fruit, and started walking out, he looked at me. I was seeing, I didn't say anything, I just looked at him. He looked at me, he said, oh, you're not doing anything. He went back to the other, one apple, he put in his mouth. They took one. He took another one and he walked out like this on 2 legs, one in his mouth and one in his head. I just laughed like it. But okay, have a good time. I think he took one and went out. He took one, he looked at me, he wants to react, he was running fast. Oh, you're not responding. I'll come back more. So what was mouth. Walked on 2 legs. So lucky sometimes you walk on 2 legs, sometimes more. I saw my own eyes. I swear. It's wow. Unforgettable. Okay. Maharaj stays permanently in Kimpur Shaloka, worshiping a Murti of Sri Ram. That's cool. So there's 3 Hanumans, one in the Yoga, one in Kimpur Shaloka, one in the spiritual world. So now, let's see what happens. We were supposed to spend the day hearing say about Ramchandra, so we are. This Ramchandra in Gaur Leela, so we're going on. As you're taking a wonderful meal prepared by Shashi Mata in Shantipur, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat with his devotees who surrounded him like thirsty bees hovering above a nectar-filled lotus. Requested by Gauranga, Murari Gupta recited and explained 8 Sanskrit verses glorifying Ramchandra, which he wrote himself. Completely satisfied, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed Murari by placing his feet on his head. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Adhyakanda chapter 4, text 342, 343. Shunagupta E Chumi Amara Prasad, Jama Jama Ramadas How Nirvi Rode. Gauranga said, listen Gupta. He didn't call him Murari, he called him Gupta. So his son may be named Sunil Sharma. He said, listen Sharma ji. Very common Indian way of speaking. Usually say ji, don't just say Suna Gupta. Suna, hey Sharma ji. Like I call your father Mango, I say Mango ji. I forget his first name, I don't feel. I say, like one goes me. That's respectful. By my mercy, You will be a servant of Ram, birth after birth, without disturbance. Shaneko ye kariveke tomara shrai, say Ram parapuja paive nishrai. If a person takes shelter of you for even a moment, will certainly attain Losi of Ram. What does this Leela prove?
One cannot change their style.
Right. Brahmagupta was in Gaur Leela, but his Stai Rati, his Stai Bhav was Dasya Ras was Ramchandra. So even one time there was another pastime, right? Lord Chaitanya said, listen, I came here to engage everybody in Harinam Sankirtan. So Murari, I want you to chant Harinam. So Murari was just, okay, I'll try. So all night long he was trying to chant Harinam. Every time he tried to chant Hari, he came out wrong. He said, Hari Ram, Hari Krishna, Hari Ram, 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 Ram. He couldn't chant Hari's name, couldn't chant, just kept saying Ram, Ram, Ram. So he felt I should give up my life, I should jump in the Ganga. Because I can't stop chanting Ram's name, I can't fulfill the order of Ganga. He ordered me to chant Hari Nam. I can't give away today. So I went back next day, he said, Ramchandra, I'm going to commit suicide. So he told Lord Garanga, I'm going to commit suicide. So why? Because I can't follow your order. You told me to chant Hari Nam. I can only chant Ram Nam. And she said, no, that's okay. Actually, the thing is, you're Hanuman. And Ramdev, you're Hanuman, so you're always saying Ram, 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 Ram. Unless you move to Vrindavan, there's no way you'll stop saying Ram, Ram, Ram. But if you move to Vrindavan, you can write blocks of Ram Nam. After 2 months of living in Vrindavan, you'll stop writing Ram Nam in your notebook, and you'll start saying Radhe. His mother. That is not a pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya, chapter 9, verse 13. The Gaurangas chants the name of Ramchandra. Mahaprabhu toured South India, and there are many Vaishnavas there in South India were Ram Bhaktas. But after meeting Mahaprabhu, they all became Krishna Bhaktas and started chanting Krishna now, except Murari. Those guys were fixers, Sairati. Although this mantra has its own internal meanings, Mahaprabhu used to chant this Rama Raga mantra while walking along the road. Rama Raga, Rama Raga, Rama Raga, Payama. Krishna Kesha, Krishna Kesha, Krishna Kesha, Rakshama. Ranga said, O Lord Ramachandra, O descendant of Maharaj Raghu, kindly protect me. O Lord Krishna, killer Keshi, kindly protect me. So this entry is Ramachandra, about Ramchandra. It's Ravana never kidnapped Sita. That's right. That's right. Mahaprabhu met a South Indian Brahmin in Madurai who knew Shastra and was a great bhakta of Ramchandra. Although the Brahmin very happily served prasad to Mahaprabhu, he himself did not eat because he was meditating on Ram's Dandakaranya, forest pastime with Sita. The Brahmana confessed to Lord Chaitanya he was burning anxiety, ready to commit suicide. Because he heard that Ravana had touched Sita. Gauranga compassionately calmed the Brahmin by explaining the actual situation. Prabhu Kai, A Ravana Nakarya Ara, Pandit Han Kine Nakara Vichar. Oh Panditji, don't think like this any longer. Why are you considering it this way? Ishvara Prayasi Sita Chirananda Murti Prakriti Indriyara Chandra Dekita Nahi Shakti. Sita Devi is the wife of Bhagavan Ram, and her body is made of Chidananda Murti, spiritual bliss. No one can see her with material eyes. Prakriti Indriya Dekita Nahi Shakti. Material eyes, material senses cannot see or touch Sita. Sparshi Bharakarya Achuka Napaya Darshan Sitara Akriti Maya Harila Ravana. To say nothing of touching Mother Sita, a person with material senses can't even see her. When Ravana kidnapped her, he kidnapped only her material illusory form. So I'm only seeing her illusory form. I can't see her real form. Ravana Asite Sita Antardan Kaila Ravanara Age Maya Sita Pataila. As soon as Ravana arrived before Sita, Sita disappeared. Then, just to cheat Ravana, Sita created a illusory material form, Maya Sita. There's Maya Dasi, Asli Dasi, real Dasi. Aprakrita Vastu Nahi Prakrita Gochar Veya Pranete E Kai Nirantara. Spiritual energy is never in the jurisdiction of material conception. This is a opinion, this is a statement of Vedas and Puranas. Vishwas Kara Tulyamara Vachani Punarapi Ku Bhavana Nakariyamani. Have faith in my words, Panditji. Do not burden your mind any longer with this misconception. And now, the clincher is where Chaitanya quoted Kurma Purana. Kurma Purana says, when he was asked by Mother Sita, Agni, the fire god, brought forth the illusory form of Sita. And Ravana kidnapped this false Sita. The original Sita disappeared and went to the abode of Agni Dev. Later, when Ramchandra retrieved Sita from Lanka, he tested the body of Sita. The false illusory Sita entered the fire. At that time, the fire god brought forth the original Sita from his abode and delivered her to Ramchandra. So, when Ramchandra got Sita, he went back to Ayodhya, and people started saying, how can you take back Sita? She was contaminated by living for 1 year in the house of another man, so you should reject her. So then Ramchandra said, no, she's never touched right. That was a false Sita. He said, well, prove it. So he made a fire. He said, I'll prove it. Sita will walk in this fire, and the fire won't burn her. Because she's totally pure, she's totally transcendental. So she walked in the fire and walked out of the fire. So no one could see what happened, but the false Sita burned up, the real Sita came from Agni Loka. This is totally Kurma Purana. So then, that was the story there. So we can put you guys in the fire. Why is he okay. There's a lot of interesting things that She is really taller, that's for sure. I can't imagine I was taller as young. And then Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, there's some mention of the Ramachandra is mentioned. It's certain places. Talks about the gopis enter the rasa dance. There's different categories of gopis. Many of the gopis appeared in Treta Yuga before the gopis had entered Krishna Lila. They were sages in Ramchandra Lila, called Danakranya sages. They're living in the forest when Ramchandra was living there. And they met Ramachandra. They thought he was very handsome and beautiful. And they had amorous desires awoke in their heart. They wanted to be lovers of, like Sita. They wanted to be, play the role of Sita Devi and be a consort of Ramachandra. So Ramachandra basically blessed them that when he came as Krishna, they would fulfill their desire to get Krishna as their husband. If they want to be like Sita's the wife of Ramchandra, they want to be wise also. So they took one of these gopis, and they're called the Kanyakumaris, Virgin gopis of Vrindavan. They worship Goddess Katyayani to get Krishna as their husband. So Krishna accepted them and married them Gandharva style by stealing their saris when they were worshiping Katyayani, and offered them a garland and a kiss, and danced with him a year later in Rasa dance. So they became his wives that way. And also, this whole Leela, when Brahma stole the cows and calves, it's that time or another time. At that time, Purnamasi, Krishna expanded himself to all the cowherd boys. They were locked up for a moment of Brahma's time, which was 1 year of Earth time. At that time, Purnamasi made an announcement, it's a good year to get married. So Yogamaya and Purnamasi announced all Vrishvasi householders should marry their daughters to cowherd boys. It was a very good year. So that year Krishna was all the cowherd boys. So all they all married Krishna. So that way he became officially he became that's weird. Another pastime. Another mention of Ramachandra. This Radharani discusses Ramachandra. What is Radharani? Where is the Granga speaking about the Ramachandra? What does Radharani say about Ramachandra? You know?
In the one played by Rupa Goswami, they taunt Krishna, calling him a coward because when you're around Chandra, you shot someone from behind a tree. I remember that part. That's mentioning him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's like a taunt, though.
That's uh, that's also here. It's in the 10th canto of Bhagavatam, chapter 47, Brahma Gita, where Krishna sends Uddhava from Mathura to give a message to Radharani and Gopis. And when Radharani hears the message, she starts speaking to a bumblebee and actually criticizing Krishna by criticizing the bumblebee. So Radharani says to Bumblebee, "You're a very bad messenger. You're stupid. You're not a good servant. You don't really know who you're talking about. You don't know much about Krishna. You don't know how ungrateful and hard-hearted he has been. In previous life, we heard from Paramasi, our grandmother. She told us that Krishna was a Kshatriya in Treta Yuga. He was known as Ramachandra. This is Radharani really giving Krishna the sauce. Speaking of the bumblebee, Bumblebee, you know who you're working for. This Krishna guy, he's not good. No. And that birth as Ramachandra, instead of killing Vali and enemy his friend and like a Kshatriya, he hid behind a tree and killed him like a hunter. Hunter hides in a hiding place and kills an animal without facing it. So Ramachandra should have fought face to face with Vali. But instigated by his friend Sugrita, he killed Vali from behind a tree. Thus, Krishna, as Ram, deviated from Dharma of a Kshatriya. He was also attracted by the beauty of Sita. They converted Suparnika, the sister of Ravana, into an ugly woman by cutting off her ears and nose. Suparnika proposed an intimate relation with him. As a Kshatriya, he should have satisfied her. But because he's henpecked, he could not forget Sita Devi and converted Suparnika into an ugly woman. So, this is what Radharani says about Ramachandra. She doesn't speak too highly of the guy.
This is a great term. Your hand's always pecking the rooster. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that?
This is called Avajalpa. Teacher Job, 10 kinds of crazy talk. She's speaking of jealousy, expressing anger toward Krishna. That's pretty good. Okay, what else we got here? What do we got? Finish up. Read this one.
No, this
Can we read this one?
That's the one that's stretching.
Okay. This is from Bhakti Sindhu about Krishna's 64 qualities. Okay, here's a quiz question.
Yes.
Who is more forgiving, Ram or Krishna?
Krishna.
Ram.
Aho Bhagya.
Era Krishna.
Okay, let's see what we got here. What is the definition of forgiving? You guys should do it sometime. You know? You're not too forgiving.
Forgetting?
Forgetting is good, but you should forgive and forget. They forget to forgive, though. Forgive and forget, but they forget to forgive. That's the problem. You forgive and forget, but they forget to forgive. A forgiving person is one who can tolerate all kinds of offenses from the opposing party who's not as forgiving. Okay. Yamunacharya praises Krishna's power of forgiveness by saying, "My dear Lord Ram, you are so merciful. You have excused the crow who clawed on the nipples of Sita because he bowed down before you." What's this pastime? Once Indra became a crow and attacked Sita by biting her breast. That must be pretty painful. That is real character Indra. This certainly insult to Sita. Ramchandra was immediately prepared to kill the crow, but the crow bowed down before Ram, and Ram excused his offense. Or that Sita. she was the one offended, not Ramchandra. That's interesting. So Yamunacharya further says in his prayer that the forgiving power of Krishna is greater than Ram. What's an example? Because Shishupal was always insulting Krishna, not in this lifetime, but through 3 lifetimes. What are 3 lifetimes?
Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Ravana, Kumbhakarna.
Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Shishupal and Dantavakra. So 3 lifetimes, 3 yugas. He was always offending Bhagavan. But Krishna is so kind, he gave Shishupal salvation by giving him Surya Mukti. It says mercy into existence, but actually got Surya Mukti. For this we can understand that Krishna is more forgiving than Ramchandra. Okay. You guys should take a inspiration. You're a little more forgiving. There's 4 kinds of heroes, heroic personalities in Krishna. What are they?
Dhiradatta, Dhirodada, Dhiralalita, Dhirashanda.
Okay. So which quality of Krishna does Ramchandra show? Pretty good guess. Correct. So let's hear the characters. Dhiradatta. Who is Dhiradatta? Bhakti is in the 2nd division, chapter 1, verse 226. A Dhiradatta is a person who is grave, gentle, forgiving, merciful, determined, humble, highly qualified, chivalrous, physically attractive. Many learned scholars have accepted Ramchandra as Dhiradatta. So he's a Dhiradatta type hero. Krishna also shows that quality.
All 4.
Huh?
Krishna shows all 4.
Yeah, Krishna shows all 4. Dhiralita. Dhiralita is naturally very funny,
Joking.
always full of youthfulness, expert joker, free from all anxiety, and controlled by his girlfriend.
Playboy.
That's the trouble. That's the defect of Dhiralita. Yeah. Generally, the personality is generally very domesticated and very submissive to his lover. One day, Radharani and her Sakhis were taking rest in the garden. Krishna came there. He sat down and he very impudently began to narrate the previous night's love stories to Radharani. While speaking, Radharani became embarrassed. She was feeling ashamed. At that time, Krishna took the opportunity to draw tilak on her breast. Krishna showed he was very expert in this art. This way, dear Lita was enjoying youthful proclivities in the coming of the gopis. Let's see how attractive Krishna is. It's so sweet. All these crows and all this stuff. Cool. You see how the heart goes out to Krishna one. Such a naughty guy. Dora's embarrassed, so they makes her more embarrassed. She's like, what did I do with this guy? From all her girlfriends. Shameless guy. Oh, go into the street right. Krishna, say Commander Krishna Raj. Shiva the hero. Zero done, okay, good. Krishna something else. Well, this is an interesting one. Krishna is more attractive than Ramachandra. This book is not fair. It's written by a gopi. So, it's written by Vrishvasi, not Yojavasi.
Biased.
Right?
He's biased.
Biased, yeah. Very biased. We don't mind, but I'm supposed your wife say yes to that. The story of the sage of Dandakaranya can be explained as follows. When Ramchandra was in the forest, the sage became attracted by his beauty, and immediately thought of gopis of Vrindavan. The sages desired to have amorous love like the gopis. They were well aware that Bhagavan is Krishna and Ramchandra. They knew that although Ramchandra is not a ideal king, he would not accept more than one wife. For Krishna being the complete personality of God, he could fulfill the desires of all of them in Vrindavan. So the sages concluded that the form of Krishna is more attractive than Ramchandra. So they prayed to become gopis in their future lives to be associated with Krishna. Ramchandra remained silent. Ram's silence shows they accepted the prayers of the sages. They say silence means agreement. Like the wife says, I'm going to take all the money out of your bank account. I have the best book. The husband doesn't say anything. At least she could do it. He said, why you hold my dead body? You'll take my money. Get out of here, man. I'll call the bank right now and close my account. So they were blessed by Ram to have Krishna in next life. As a result of this benediction, the sages took birth at wombs of gopis. And they got to have amorous love with Krishna. The Raja helped them out. Right? That's right. So that was about Hanuman 7. Yeah, by the time we Ram. Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram. Okay. Prasida Mahima Tasya Eva Prabhu Kripa. By the mercy of Ramchandra, it proves that Hanuman got mercy. He became perfect by acting as a servant. So, what Sairati is Hanuman famous for? Dasarati Hanuman. He was an ideal servant. An interesting explanation of why Hanuman is the superior devotee to Prahlad Maharaj. Sri Swami explains. Prahlad Maharaj is a servant of Krishna and Hanuman is the servant of Ramchandra. Prahlad served Krishna in the form of Sringadev. He was meditating on Vishnu all the time. Vishnu Swaran. So they're both industrious. But Hanuman is more, and explains why. The relationship of Dasyaras and Hanuman is superior than the service of just remembering Krishna. Prahlad considers his own service of Smarana inferior because it's only interactivity of the mind. So all Prahlad Maharaj is always, he attained perfection by mental, the mind always thinking meditating on Vishnu. But Hanuman is the superior servant of Bhagavan in form of Ramchandra, because he was always thinking, plus he was actually serving. Prahlad didn't do any active service with his hands or feet or mouth or anything, he was just thinking. Although Hanuman obtained a boon from Ramchandra for liberation, he didn't want to accept it. So Prahlad offers obeisance to Hanuman. So now Narada Muni goes to Kimpurusaloka and he sees Hanuman worshipping a Murti of Ramachandra. Gandharvas were reciting Ramayana, and Hanuman was dancing in ecstasy and crying hearing the glories of Ramchandra. Narada Muni, when he saw Hanuman, he cried out, "All glories to Raghunath, the beloved of Janaki, Sita Devi. All glories to the elder brother of Lakshman. Delighted to hear the names of Bhagavan, whom we worship." Hanuman jumped up from where he stood, and he caught Narada by the neck. Narada was flying in the air. Hanuman jumped up and grabbed him by the neck, like a wrestler, standing in the sky. His feet were dancing. His hand wiped away the tears of Hanuman. Narada Muni shared Hanuman's unique mood of loving ecstasy. "Oh Hanuman, you are the dearest devotee of Bhagavan. My eyes have become perfect by having your darshan." Hanuman took Narada to see the Murti of Ramchandra. Narada Muni picked up his veena and spoke. "You are the greatest recipient of the mercy of Krishna. No one can compare to you, Hanuman. You are the Lord's servant, friend, his carrier, his seat, his flag, his umbrella, his canopy, his fan. You are his poet, your advisor, doctor, general, best helper, always glorifying Ramchandra." That's a lot of seva. Having surrendered yourself entirely to Ram, you dedicate your life to Ram Katha. You always increase the bliss of those sheltered by Ram. You're the best of saints. You're even greater than Garuda. Indeed, your devotion for Ram is absolutely pure. Hanuman was burning in a fire of separation from Ram. He cried while listening to Narada Muni. Then he spoke. So now Hanuman's going to put himself down. "Oh, Narada Muni, if I was really Ram's servant, why did he leave me behind? He took Sugriva and everyone else with him, but except me. You're very kind to me, Narada. You say because I had the good fortune of serving Ram, you conclude that he gave me favor. But now that Ramchandra has appeared in Vrindavan and shown favors to the Pandavas. So Hanuman saying, I'm not very fortunate. Pandavas are really fortunate. So Hanuman glorifies the Pandavas for all the different sevas that Krishna did for them, how intimately Krishna is connected to them and loves them. So Hanuman spends all his time glorifying the Pandavas. So then, normally,
Goes to Pandavas.
then Pandava went to the Pandavas. So Hanuman finds more pleasure in glorifying the devotees of Krishna than he does in hearing about his own glories. So this is the day of Ramachandra, appearance day. On this day we pray to Ramachandra to protect our virtue and our chastity and make us good servants like Hanuman. Make us chaste and loyal disciples like Sita Devi. Sita Devi is famous for chastity and loyalty to Ramchandra. So when you think of Ram's appearance day, you have to think of Sita Devi. So she was so chaste in her vows of marriage to her husband, Ramchandra, that Ravana tried to seduce her in so many ways, tried to kill her in so many ways, but she never gave up her vows and always stayed strong. It says that one who lives by Dharma is protected by Dharma. So she is ideal Dharma Patni of Ramchandra. And ultimately, Dharma personified, Ramchandra is Dharma personified. He came and rescued her and ultimately restored Dharma for the whole world. They talk about Ram Raja, the kingdom of Ramchandra. So that was straight to you, that was millions of years ago. So Ram Leela, Ramchandra's appearance day, usually you think of Sita and all her virtues, you think of Hanuman and all his qualities. Because usually they say the hero of Ramayana is Hanuman. Hanuman, whenever anyone talks about Ram Leela, Hanuman comes. So there should be some monkeys around here somewhere. Hanuman may be listening now to this Ram Katha. Can't see him, but he's here. There's been stories about people spoken Ram Katha. People have had darshan of Ram, darshan of Hanuman in that assembly. So I don't know, anybody see Hanuman? See a lot of squirrels, but squirrels are Ram.
Didn't he make the lines on their back?
Yeah, I was going to say that, that's right. Before Tracy U, squirrels were gray. They got 3 white stripes because why did they get white? Why did Ram put white stripes on the squirrel?
Because they're helping build the bridge.
Well, yeah, but why white? Why didn't he put blue? Why he's green? Why didn't he put green ones or blue ones? Any color stripe you want. Look at birds. Krishna made birds in purple, blue, green, orange, all different colors. So Ram could have painted blue racing stripes. Why he painted white? Because the squirrels were helping him to get Sita. The word Sita means white. So why he put 3 lines? Why do you put 2 lines? 1 line. You put 3 lines because these squirrels were uniting him, were helping him build a bridge, and uniting him with Sita Devi, who is an eternal consort in the past, in the present, and the future. So 3 lines. 1 line for the past, 1 line for the present, 1 line. This is my idea.
The future line must be Radha then, right?
Yeah, she's also glory.
I just want to get Radha in there.
Yeah, it's okay. Krishna can't chant the name of Ram. He chants Ra and faints. Krishna can't chant Ram now. What's the pastime of Ram Leela in Vrindavan? Setubandha, Kamyavan. Kamyavan was the original, it's called Prachin Vrindavan. It's called Adi Vrindavan, Guta Vrindavan. There's a song called All Krishna's Leelas take place in Kamyavan. The headquarters of Nandaraj is in Kamyavan, not Nandagam. So in Kamyavan, once Krishna was being all the gopis. And there was a big lake. And Krishna, the gopi said, we heard from Paramasi that in previous yuga you came as Ramchandra. And you built a bridge of rocks. You got a bunch of monkeys. They carried rocks, made a bridge, a setu, a bridge from India to Sri Lanka, and you walked across Kastika. So, this big lake here, can you do that? I said, yeah, no problem. So fortunately, there was a lot of monkeys in Taiwan. So Krishna played his flute. Monkey raga, Bandha raga, Shesha raga. Some ragas you play the rag, Mala rag. Mala rag, clouds are produced. There's the clouds and rain will fall. The Bandha raga, when you play Bandha raga, monkeys come jumping. Oh, monkeys. Krishna said, I want a bridge. So he made a bridge. There we go, he's going across. That's called Setu Bandha. You ever seen? We went there on Yatra. It's a very flat area in Rajasthan. It's in Rajasthan, Kavan. And it's very flat. In one place, there's a bunch of rocks and bushes going all across. And I don't know where they came from. There's no rocks anywhere around there. The whole line of rocks go around and look like they're in a river or something. It looks, so no rocks anywhere. There's a line of rocks. They're all rounded too, not like chopped from some mountain and carried by truck. All like chopped on steel, all the way around. Very mysterious. So, that's it for Raleigh. Jai
Jai Sri Radhe.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Gurudev.